And a ton of that is Medicare dollars, because they make more money on Medicare Advantage patients than they do anything else. Because first of all, they get like a flat month for getting you as what, once you signed up on theirs, they get money for you. Now, every time they add a diagnostic code that makes you sicker, they get more money. The sicker you are, the more money they get. If they keep denying and delaying your care, they're not spending it, they're pocketing it. And that's exactly what's going on. And I will tell I know I've said this to you before, I don't want to say it on air. I've asked so many politicians, tell me one thing that health insurance companies do to increase positive outcomes in any healthcare case.
I know.
And only one tried to answer me. He's like, they collect data, because we don't have enough universities and medical facilities and actual doctors and nurses and scientists to do that. We need some bullshit artist sitting in some office with his $3,000 suit.
Yeah.
You know, flying his Gulfstream jet over to his friggin' yacht on our Medicare tax dollars. And that's why Medicare Advantage is absolutely freaking horrible. And it's some of the biggest fleecing of America that has ever happened has been Medicare Advantage, and how much money these multi-millionaire, billionaire people are making on the backs of the working poor, while they're denying them chemo, denying them care. I mean, you remember the doctor that wrote the letter yelling at them for denying a kid with cancer, the Zofran for the nausea, how guttural that felt to read that doctor's letter. Like, no doctor should ever have to do that. I've watched doctors on the Hill practically in tears in front of committees to senators saying, please, I have children with cancer that need access to this drug. We're supposed to have orphan disease access. Why don't we have it? And the politicians are, that's why I think a scientist on the Hill who understands the real ramifications of these decisions. I want somebody up there who actually knows that when you don't pay attention to this, people die.
Exactly.
There's another reason. Nobody ever talks about this part, but I think there's another reason why Americans tolerate such a broken healthcare system. We're conditioned from a young age to accept and to believe that we have a great healthcare system, because when you're young and you're healthy, and if you're like, I remember being, young and knock on wood, I'm still healthy even at middle aged. I haven't had anything catastrophic go wrong. I'm lucky, but when I remember being young and having a full-time job working for a company that had what I assume was really good health insurance, because I never had to use much of it. And, so you get conditioned to, okay, I'm young, I'm healthy, I've got a job. Oh, I'm sick, I'm going to go to the doctor. I might have a small copay, whatever. I've got health insurance by my company. I'm covered. I'm never even going to see a bill. I'm going to pay the copay, and that's it. And then go on with my life. And, assuming nothing terrible is wrong with me, take whatever antibiotic, whatever, and life goes on. So you're conditioned from a young age when you first enter the workforce that everything's great. Everything's easy with healthcare. And if you're lucky enough to have health, well into middle age and old age, then you might go your entire life without even a clue that there's anything wrong in the healthcare system if you're one of the lucky ones. But we're conditioned from a young age to believe that the American healthcare system is great, because, unless something bad happens to you, God forbid, you have no way of knowing.
Exactly. In the rest of the world, they're doing preventative medicine. Here, we're doing cleanup.
Yeah.
Well, that's another issue too. There's not enough, but that's.
Yeah. God.
Because of exactly that, the conditioning. You're conditioned to think you only go to the doctors when you don't feel good.
Right.
You don't talk to the doctor about how to be healthy. And the doctor doesn't have time to even do it.